Welcome to this tutorial where I'll be showcasing how you can add post-process materials to your projects in Unreal Engine and UEFN. If you don't know what post-process materials are, you can think of them like camera filters that affect the whole viewport and scene. They're perfect for adding outlines for interactable objects, damage overlays, screen glitches, underwater distortion, vision modes like night vision, cinematic lenses, and much more. If you want to learn more about them, you can check out our Introduction to Post-Process Materials article, listed in the video description. Also, if you want to learn how to install plugins, asset and asset packs to Unreal Engine and UEFN, check out our full installation guide, also found in the video description. You can add post-process materials to both cameras and post-process volumes. If you want the effect to only show up in specific parts of your level, I recommend using a volume. For demonstration purposes, I'll be using our colorized post-process materials that are available on both Fab and Gumroad. To download them, simply press the Fab button, search for 𝗟𝗛𝗡𝗏 to see all the products, and then select the one you want. After checkout, you can press the Add to Project button, and the effects will appear in your content browser. To add a post-process material to a camera, simply open the player character, select the camera under Components, and in the Details panel you want to go down to Post-Process, Rendering Features, Post-Process Materials, and press the plus icon to add an element. Press the Choose button and choose Asset Reference. Then you want to press the drop-down menu that says None and select your material. You can also drag and drop a material from the content browser directly into the drop-down menu. When you now press play and spawn in with your character, the post-process material should be enabled. If the post-process material doesn't appear for you, ensure that the weight value is set to 1. To add a post-process material to a post-process volume, first add the post-process volume from the Quick Add menu. You can find the post-process volume under the Visual Effects tab or the Volumes tab. Once it's been added, select it, and in the Details panel, go down to Rendering Features, Post-Process Materials, and just like before, press the plus icon to add an element, press Choose and select Asset Reference, and then either open up the drop-down menu and select your material, or drag and drop one from the content browser. If the post-process material doesn't appear for you, make sure that you are within the post-process volume bounds. You can move the volume around or make it bigger or smaller depending on where you want the effect to take place. You can also set the post-process volume to infinite extent or unbound. This will make sure that the post-process material affects the whole world. An additional benefit of using the 𝗟𝗡𝗏𝗏 products is that they have been set up for you to easily change various parameters live in the editor. To do this, make sure that you add the post-process material instance as an asset reference. The material instances are prefixed with either mi or ppmi. Once this has been done, you can double-click the material instance asset in the editor. In the Details panel under the parameter groups, you will find all of the available parameters that you can change. Changing them will immediately update the effect in the editor. There are no performance differences between using the material or the material instance, so I suggest using the material instance for the benefit of easily being able to change the look of your post-process materials. For UEFN, there doesn't seem to be a way to attach a post-process material to a camera, but you can still create a post-process volume that affects a particular area or the whole world. To add a post-process material to a post-process volume, it's the exact same steps as shown before. First, you add the post-process volume from the Quick Add menu, and you can find the post-process volume under the Visual Effects tab. Once it's been added, select it, and in the Details panel go down to Rendering Features, Post-Process Materials, and press the plus icon to add an element, then press Choose and add the asset reference, and then finally press the drop-down menu that says None and select your post-process material, or alternatively drag and drop a material from the content browser directly on the drop-down menu. For the rare case when you want the post-process material to follow the player, but not affect the whole world, the brush component of the post-process volume is already set to movable, which means that you can parent it and attach it to the player, or just move it independently in the world. To showcase this, I made an example where I'm animating the post-process volume going up and down, and I've used this awning to showcase its position. You can see that when the awning lowers down to the player's position with the post-process volume, the effect activates. And then when it moves away, it disappears. Another key point to note is that at the time of this video recording, Post-processed materials for UEFN are not available for download on the Fab Store. You need to get them for Unreal Engine and then port them over to UEFN. We explain in detail how to do this in our product installation guide found in the video description. If you want to find over 120 post-processed materials and a bunch of tutorials and other guides, make sure to check out the 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 website linked in the video description. If you enjoyed this tutorial and would like to see more, consider subscribing and liking the video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.